All right, this is the kitchen chemistry lab. This is the testing table that you see in the video here. I have pre-laid out each of the powders in each column. So the first column is baking soda, the second column is baking powder, the third column is cream of tartar, the fourth column is cornstarch, and then the last column is the unknown powder that we're going to try to figure out. So please follow along as I add a few drops of each liquid to each powder so that you can complete your data table in OneNote below. So the first liquid that we're going to test each powder with is water. So I'm going to bring water in and I'm going to add 3 to 4 drops of water with each of the powders. I'm hoping you can see enough of what happens with water in each of these powders. So it's hard to tell with baking powder, but there are some bubbles being formed. Let's see if I can take a toothpick and kind of see the bubbles forming there. I'm going to test cream of tartar. Don't really see many bubbles or any reaction with that one. Next one is cornstarch. We'll mix it in. Don't see a lot happening with that one either. Oop. And then with the unknown powder, doesn't really look like the water's reacting much with the unknown powder. So the only one that had a very clear reaction, I would say, would be the baking powder and water. We experienced a few bubbles. So that was the first liquid. The next liquid we are going to test with each of these substances is the vinegar. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add 3 to 4 drops of vinegar with each of these. You can kind of see vinegar and baking soda bubble a little bit. Looks like baking powder and vinegar bubble a little bit. Doesn't appear to be any visible reaction between vinegar and cream of tartar. Not much going on with cornstarch and vinegar either. And not very much with the unknown in vinegar as well. So I would say the two noticeable reactions that we saw with vinegar were the baking soda and the baking powder. All right, the next liquid we are going to test is iodine. I'm going to take iodine. Doesn't appear to be much of a reaction with baking soda. Baking powder, it appears to be a very different color. Cream of tartar has kind of an interesting color to it as well. With the cornstarch, it appears very dark. And then with the unknown, it also appears very dark. Mix that one up a little bit as well. Okay. So that is how iodine reacted with each of the powders. The last liquid that we are going to test each substance with is called universal indicator. So I'm going to take some of the universal indicator. Okay. That one turned kind of like a teal. This one's interesting. Mix this one up a little bit more. This one almost turns pink. With the cream of tartar, well, it kind of turns like a darker pink or red almost. With the cornstarch, ooh, I'm getting kind of a few colors. It kind of looks like slime. And then with the unknown, I'll mix that one as well. All right. So there you have the table of powders mixed with each of the liquids for your data table. So please make sure that you pause this video as needed, record any observations as you see them, anything that stands out differently. Those are things that you're definitely going to want to take note of. And then please wrap up the analysis questions. Thanks, guys.